Well, in the very beginning we were entirely sure that we want to use Japan as it's so culturally and physically different from what we are used to. And one of the members of our group has friends from Japan, and she said their culture is so interesting and so, yeah, as I said, it's so different. And we read a lot of articles, a lot of books and research about Japan, and we weren't even sure about the topic we are going to choose. But yeah, we were sure that we want to do it about Japan. And the other country we chose was Netherlands. We weren't so sure in the beginning about that. We wanted to compare, for example, Japan with some European country, and as we are members from Bulgaria, Lithuania and Netherlands, we choose Netherlands because we'll probably spend a lot of time here and it's like our new home, and maybe the future 3 years we'll spend them here. So it's really this research really can contribute to our personal experience, and getting to know their values and habits and culture better is of crucial importance if we want to live here and to get along with people and to really understand what are they saying and what they want to express. Because yeah, as you said, usually misunderstandings are based on stereotypes and based of not enough knowledge and not enough tolerance. So we need to know a lot in advance if we want to be successful proper communicators, not just people who are sharing point of view and not seeing different points of view, not understanding people and not acquiring new knowledge. They just listen and
I personally learned a lot from doing this video. First of all, about both cultures, Japan and Holland. Well, Japan is important because of possible intercultural interactions with other people, and Holland, traditions and culture, everything is important because I'm going to spend minimum 3 years here, and getting to know it in early time is much easier. This video influenced me as well. I used to stereotype a lot, what I mentioned in my biography, because of country where I grew up. Such things as racism, intolerance, and all the stereotypings are very normal factors, and I used to do that as well, but not intentionally. It's just because it was so normal for me to do that. And of course I changed a little after I left my home for the first time, because I met more people and I started communicating with people from different countries and different cultures, and I learned a lot, but I wish I would have learned it earlier. I would have avoided so many conflicts and awkward situations, like similar what we showed in our video with awkward dinner. And I just hope in the future, I'm not hoping that I will not use stereotyping at all, because it's impossible, but I hope I will use stereotypes for good reasons.
well, I thought I have always had an appreciation for the many texts and forms of communication, and that's why I chose to do international communication management here. And I really want to say that I do not stereotype, but this is probably is not true, because everyone does that more or less. And even though I think I'm open-minded and tolerant person and who is not so stubborn and a person who really appreciates different points of view, I think I also stereotype. And this audiovisual research taught me that stereotypes are often wrong, and we better not believe these thoughts and these stereotypes, this prejudice, because it's going to be like a hindrance for us to communicate with people. And That's why miscommunication is so easily underestimated, and people do not think who they're communicating with, and about their culture, about their values and habits. And that's why, for example, in some countries, this which seems normal is really offensive in some other countries. In the beginning, we wanted to do it, our audiovisual product, to finish like with a big argument and just these new neighbors moving out and screaming to each other, shouting. But we thought that we want to show like the better part of their life, and we wanted to finish it in a really nice way, even though it's not always happening like that in real life, and there are people who are not appreciating their different cultures, and they don't see the point of doing that because they're not open-minded and tolerant. But what I learned from my experience working on this assignment is that it's really important to consider different religions, different cultures, and different values, as long as you want to be a proper, successful communicator. And I'm really glad that we chose exactly this topic and exactly these countries, because it really broadened my horizons and gave me a lot of knowledge about the country I will be living in for the future 3 years, I hope. And I think it really be useful for my experience.
就是第一段是干嘛？第一段是阐明你的观点，对吗？
Well, before coming to the school, I studied Indonesian cultures and languages, and I had to study abroad for half a year. And during that year, I found myself pretty prejudiced. Actually, I didn't thought I was that prejudiced, but well, during my study there, I found that people are quite different than what you think of them. And well, to relate it to our project, we did the subject about stereotypes and miscommunications. Well, yeah. We did like about miscommunications and stereotypes, and it taught me again that you should never put a stereotypical tag on someone, and always try to communicate in a fair way, and don't judge before you know somebody.